Warfare 2025 may just be one of my favourite movies I have watched in this entire year so far. Hello, welcome back to the James Ram Reviews for now. So in today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing for you the 2025 movie A24's Warfare. And before we get into how I feel about this movie, what I would give it out of 10 and stuff like that, I'll give you a bit of context and everything, and there won't be a lot of spoilers throughout this video as it's a new released movie. So you've had plenty of time, you have plenty of time to go ahead and watch the movie, enjoy that experience, because you really need to enjoy this movie and see it for its entirety to be able to really encapsulate how really good this movie was. So there's all of that. So just for a bit of context, like I mentioned, right, that I remember watching the trailer of this movie, it's like, this looks really interesting, and then I realised, oh, there's a character, there's an actor from Shogun in this movie. I was like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna go and watch this movie. So I was gonna watch it earlier, right, like last week or whatever when it came out. It came out like a week or two ago now in the UK, but there was other movies on, I was busy with other things. So finally got the chance to sit down, watch the movie in the cinema with a friend at a 2:40 PM showing. The movie started about 3 o'clock, ended about 4:30, so it was on for about an hour and a half. And I'm here to give you my, spoiler-free thoughts, honest thoughts on the film. And wow, if these actors, if this director does not get a Oscar nomination consideration, well, we're going to war, because this is a film of the year for me. The first thing that comes to mind is, the movie just plays itself in a serious situation. It knows what kind of film it is, it embraces the kind of film that it is, and it just keeps reassuring that it wants to do what you exactly want it to do. Sure, it's grim, and there's a lot of scenes where you see blood and you see people, the high dehydrated, people crying, people yelling, screaming, all of that. But it's just the actors, the way they portray these characters, and how they depict these people in this Iraq war situation, and everything just really does it go for itself. And the movie is, right, pretty much an hour and a half of these Navy SEAL soldiers, right, they're on this mission, and it's meant to be documenting how they would interact in a day-to-day basis, and that's how you would describe the movie. But I kind of just jumped straight into this because this movie is just really good. I really had a really good time with the movie. There's a few times where it almost drew me to a lot of tears, and I was almost cried my eyes out, because these are just absolutely a really good movie. It's also well paced. And for a movie that has kind of these repetitive scenarios in a similar way to structure the storyline, right, it just really flew by, and it just really works on a story level. The acting, directing, all that, I just really do appreciate that. And I'm glad I went to see it in the cinema, because there was actually this one time in the cinema, right, and this is a really authentic experience for me, right, and I won't spoil this, but there's a scene in the movie where there's a bomb going off, and I'm just like, oh, right, it's like, what the hell? I feel like it's just an out-of-body experience. Like, wow, this movie really takes you on a ride that you want to continue to explore. It just has a lot of scenes like that where you're either hearing the yelling, the shouting, the screaming, a bomb goes off. But the reason why it's really good in the cinema is just because you feel it. You actually feel like you're inside of the movie, as opposed to if you watch this on Amazon Prime or Netflix or YouTube Movies or whatever, you'll just be like, okay, there's a sound on the TV, I guess. But when you watch this in the cinema, oh yeah, it hits it different. So honestly, out of 10, I was thinking to myself, the more time it sat with me as I watched it earlier today, because this is the kind of movie where I wanted to just review this movie, later on in the day, give myself time to think about it. And honestly, I was going to give it a 10 out of 10, and then I realised that the first few moments of the movie it's an entertaining kind of scene. It's like, yay, woohoo, but it's not the greatest part of the movie. You just see these people dancing and cheating, like, yeah, it's good for the sound of the cinema, but it isn't. It's a really strange way to start a movie. So it's not a perfect movie, and you can tell the characters are flawed because they kind of have to be. So overall, really a 9 out of 10. It gave me a lot of what I wanted out of a film. I'll remember it. I'll cherish the experience I had with this movie. It's not a movie I'd watch 2 or 3 times again, because you get the point from that first initial viewing. So yeah, that's my review of Warfare 2025. This movie absolutely rocked my world. Woohoo! See you next time for another review on the James Ramblin' Reviews. Bye bye bye, baby.